It's that time of year, it is coming up to Christmas, and as always, to coincide with the Black Friday sales, I love to share my gift guide because I think it's a really great opportunity to maximize your budget, make your dollar stretch a little bit further, and pick up presents for loved ones and maybe any essentials for yourself as well. I feel like most years I do tend to repeat a lot of the same items, and it's just because I truly love these sorts of things as gifts. And what I'm going to do today is more of a shorter, hopefully, I've got a lot of stuff here, but hopefully a shorter video gift guide, and then I'm going to have very specific individual gift guides on my blog, as well as a blog post that covers all of the best Black Friday sales, and I will have links for everything down in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. I find my blog is a great hub for this type of content when it comes to the festive season. So I want to just start by saying that I really think that the best gift that you can give are experiences. I've done this before. Last year for Christmas I got my husband concert tickets, although we're still waiting to see when we're going to be able to go. For my sister's birthday one year I gifted her an experience where we made ramen noodles together. I think that pottery classes are a really fun sort of a gift idea as well, but experiences I think are just one of the best presents that you can give because the memories will last a lifetime. That said, I do want to run through some of my favorite types of gifts to give, and if you're curious what's on my Christmas wish list this year, I only have one thing. It's a coffee machine, that and maybe some new games for my Nintendo Switch. So not really a lot. We don't make a big deal of Christmas at our house. So I actually want to start with games because Christmas is a time when everyone comes together, and it can be a really great opportunity to again make really fun memories and just enjoy each other's company. So two that I wanted to mention. One is a backgammon set. This was a present from my brother and sister for my birthday at the start of the year. This is such a classic game. I'll see if I can find a really lovely backgammon set that I can link below, but I think that backgammon is such a classic game. It's one that young and old people can play. I have really great memories playing backgammon with my uncle when I was, 8 years old, and it's one of those ones that you can, play on and on, great with a couple of wines. And then this was one that I bought with the intent of playing with our son. It's called Croc Pile, and you have these really darling little wooden crocodiles that you then stack on top of each other and see who can create the tallest tower. I think that's sort of a little bit fun, a bit different to a game like Jenga, which is again a family classic. I did want to talk a little bit about decor pieces because I think that those are again a really fun gift to give. So so for my husband's 40th in the middle of the year, his brother gave him what I think was just such a beautiful present. It was a poster of the stars in the sky on the day that he was born, at the time that he was born, and I thought that was quite cool, very, very individual and more of a very special present. And I think that's quite a nice thing to sort of have on the wall. You could also get a really lovely photo framed, maybe something in black and white for a little bit more of an arty feel. Additionally, you could do things like gift platters. I've done a lot of that. My favorite place to shop for that sort of crockery would be Anthropology, and I also like to look at West Elm as well. Other home decor items that I wanted to mention would be mugs, and I have two brands that I wanted to call out. Again, Anthropology is usually where I would probably go, but we have really been enjoying using these handcrafted or handmade mugs from Decor, and we purchased these at a local fair. We actually met the potter. He is from Osaka, I believe, and he was so lovely. So they're Japanese ceramics made here in Sydney, and every single one is different. So this one here is sort of your keep cup style with the removable spout, and then this is just your classic mug. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're so well made and I get so much joy every time I use them. My husband last year actually bought me the Firm Living rippled cups, and those also are such a joy to drink out of. I use those for my iced coffee in the summertime. I thought we could talk beauty next, which is always one of my favorite categories to shop, even just for myself ahead of the festive season, because so many beautiful Christmas sets or holiday sets come out. So I've got a few different brands that I wanted to highlight. Starting with kind of more body care, I wanted to flag Necessaire. They are one of my favorite go-to brands for in the shower. I really love their hand cream. Doesn't bother my hands, and it was one of the only ones which I found effective when my hands were covered in eczema. I've got the body serum here, but in our shower we have the body wash, I've got the shampoo and conditioner, I also have the body scrub, all unscented, but they also have fragrance options too. I've had the eucalyptus and it is very beautiful, and again they have some really nice sets which do allow you to save a little bit of money off your purchase. A beauty brand that I've really come to love throughout 2021 is Sunday Riley. Their products are incredibly effective and I haven't had a bad experience with anything that I've tried. A couple of my favorite products would be the Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment, which I find just really brightens up my complexion, and then also the Lunar Sleeping Night Oil, which this looks a little scary when you apply it to your face. It is a bright blue oil, but then it just sort of melts away, the color dissipates as you blend it into your skin. This is a retinol treatment. They're really beautiful products. I love the cleansing balm. I've also used Clean Rinse, which is a lovely treatment for your scalp. But their products are beautiful, and again they always have some really nice little sets ahead of Christmas. One of the other brands, I've actually got two more here, skincare, Biossance. I adore everything that I've tried from them. The phytoretinol is fantastic if you are pregnant. I found that really effective actually for my skin. This is a great moisturizer for the summertime, the squalane and probiotic gel moisturizer. It's very lightweight and feels very kind of hydrating at the same time. And then one of the other brands that I love, it's a New Zealand brand, is Antipodes, and I have a couple of their masks here. Again, this is a brand which I really love all of their products, and I find them to be really effective too, especially the ones, so this one here, the Manuka honey mask, is beautiful if you are prone to the odd breakout or you sometimes have a flare-up of angry skin. I will apply this and I find the Manuka honey element very calming, and it always helps to ease those, and my skin looks better the next day for sure, brighter as well. Then I want to talk makeup, because again I find this is probably where I get most excited because I love eyeshadows and I love lipsticks. So I've got three brands I wanted to mention. First up we've got Tarte, and I actually worked with them last Christmas, as they always have really good deals. Like they will have usually some kind of promo in the lead up to Christmas and then one for Boxing Day as well, so it's worth keeping an eye out. But I find quite often they'll have little sets with multiple palettes in them, and their eyeshadow palettes are some of the best that I have used. Really pigmented and very easy to blend out. This one here is the Tarte Sea Breezy Eyes eyeshadow palette. Really lovely color story in there. It was designed to mimic the colors of a sunset, I believe it was. And then also Tartlet in Bloom is one of my favorites as well, and as you might be able to see, it has been very well loved. I've hit pan here. But yeah, their products are beautiful, and I really love the Surfer Curl mascara as well. It's what I'm wearing today, and that one does not smudge, so worth checking out Tarte to see what offers they've got, and also to just have a peek at their Christmas sets. Then of course we have Hourglass, who do a really lovely limited edition palette every single festive season, and I know that generally they're one of those things that are very hotly anticipated and tend to fly off the shelves. This is the one from last year which I got. It's the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked, and it's a really great palette. I've used it all throughout the year, and I adore the way that these powders sit on your skin. It doesn't look noticeable, it sort of blends in very nicely. They're very finely milled powders. I actually tend to mix the bronzer and the blush quite a lot. So a lovely little treat either for yourself or for a loved one. And then the other brand I had to mention is Laura Mercier, who I find kill it every single festive season with their sets. Probably one of my favorite products from the brand, aside from their tinted moisturizer, which is just, it's what I've got on my skin actually. I love it. It is such a beautiful summer skin tint, or summer base should I say, are the what are these called, the Caviar Stick eye colors. And again, I know they always do a little set with minis of these, which I think are great, because honestly the chances of you making your way through a full Caviar Stick highly unlikely, especially if you love makeup and you've got quite a few different options. So that's always a fun way to have a few different colors in your stash that you can play with. Oh, and almost forgot, I also wanted to mention fragrance, and Jo Malone is my go-to. I always mention it, but I just kind of had to again. I feel like they have some of the most beautiful scents. I know they're known for being a little bit ephemeral, which is why I tend to prefer the Cologne Intense, as I find that the fragrance does tend to stick around a lot longer. But usually what I would do is I just buy one of the minis, and you can buy a couple of the minis as a little gift set, which is lovely because they fit very nicely in your handbag. But I mean, these ones are beautiful too. The Frangipani flower I've worn quite a lot, and then I also love the red hibiscus. But to show you the smaller sizes, so you know what I'm referring to, these are the 30ml fragrances, which are a really good size. You're able to get 2 different options for your loved one or for yourself to play with, and you can always pick fragrances which layer nicely together. And I think that's the beauty of Jo Malone fragrance, is that they are designed to be worn alone but also paired with other fragrances from their range. Okay, next I thought maybe I would mention books, because I think books are always a really lovely present to gift. So if it is for the person who loves to cook or maybe wants to cook more, the only book that I can recommend that you purchase them is one of Rukmini Iyer's Roasting Tin books. These are brilliant. We have 3 of them. We've got the original Roasting Tin, this one is Around the World, and then we also have the Quick Roasting Tin, I think it is. Those ones are 30 minutes and under to cook. I have found that pretty much every single recipe that I have cooked from these books has been absolutely sensational, divine. Really makes me feel like I'm a much better cook than I actually am, and they're all very low effort as well, which is lovely. So cannot recommend these enough. Another option would be a really beautifully designed novel. So one that I was gifted towards the start of the year is Middlemarch by George Eliot, and another idea would be an Audible subscription. Now this was actually something I was given as a gift for my birthday last year by my husband, and it is hands down one of the best presents I've ever received. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and it's always so exciting every month to pick a new book, to see what the free Audible book is if it's something that I had on my list to read. So I adore that, and it's actually perfect if you are a mum as well, because your time is a lot more limited. It's a lot more challenging to sit down with a book in the evening, especially when all you want to do is zone out. Oh, and before I forget, I actually think another really lovely little gift would be things like special notebooks and really lovely pens as well. Especially given that so many more of us are starting to work from home a lot more frequently, I find that having a lovely notebook to scribble in what I need to do is always a great thing to have on hand. Okay, something I mention every single year, and this one is really more specifically for my Northern Hemisphere friends, is a great net. And I feel like probably one of the best value for money things that you can purchase right now would be one of the $50 cashmere knits from Quince. I really like these. I think they're so soft. It's actually one of the softer cashmere knits I have in my closet. I really think the value for money is just outstanding here, and you can't beat it. Loads of options in terms of colors, and it's a classic. It's something that you know most people are going to be able to get somewhere out of. So I think that's a great little gift. For those who live in the Southern Hemisphere like myself, where it is headed towards summer, I think that a lovely pair of pajamas is a great gift. So Lalaras is one place you could look. I tend to always go to Country Road, which is a South African owned company but local store to us here. This is a set I bought 3 years ago now, with the lovely polka dots. They always have something new, so worth kind of seeing what they have. Peter Alexander is another place that you could look as well. Quite often they have organic cotton options. Alright, then we've got some bags here. So starting with the handbag that I have purchased as a gift for a friend before, the Quince Camera Crossbody bag. This is such a brilliant size, and again, incredible value for money. Under $100 US for a genuine leather bag. If you live in Australia and you would love to purchase this, then I would recommend buying it with a mail forwarding service. I use Ship It Too, which I will link below, but just keep in mind with these shipping times you may not get it before Christmas. But if you do live in the US, these are fab, and they have some really fun colors as well. Mine's the embossed mock croc leather. Then I have two other bag options. One is very specific to Southern Hemisphere, being summer, a straw bag. Obviously it doesn't have to be loewe, this is just more to illustrate the idea. I actually think a larger basket bag, one that you can fit a beach towel in, your sun cream, a book, a bottle of water, etc. would be a great option. And Etsy would be where I would suggest looking, because again, you're going to be able to find something really beautiful that's handmade, or you know, could be from a local market. That would be where I would look. And then the other option, and this was again something that was gifted to me by my mother-in-law. I think she might have bought this from Tasuti. I know she likes to shop there in New Zealand. This is from Nomad, and it is an enormous canvas tote bag, and this is what we've been using to take to the beach when we go. It also has this little hook on the inside, so you can clip on a pouch to keep all of your belongings and stuff in there. But I mean, you can see just how huge this is, and being canvas, it means that it's very carefree, and I can just throw it in the washing machine. So I absolutely adore that. Of course, you could gift things like cashmere socks. I think the White Company does some really nice ones. I'm planning to purchase a pair for my husband, because he asked for some for last winter, and I just couldn't really find any locally available that met my specifications. But then again, on the summer end of the spectrum, some really lovely leather flip-flops. Mine, as you can see, are quite worn. These are from Tiki's, and they're just a really nice sort of upgrade on your Havaianas, especially if you know that the person you're going to give them to loves that sort of easy breezy style for the warmer months. And then I have a few jewelry favorites. So you probably know by now what my favorite jewelry brands are. I wear them in every video without fail. And a few of these brands tend to only do sales around Black Friday and end of year. So I thought I'd just run through some pieces I really love. Starting with Linya, I have these beautiful earrings here, which are in a dusty coral color. I'm gonna put photos on screen. I think these are so stunning for this time of year as we head into summer. I love the color, and they look so pretty with neutrals. Also from the same collection, I have this beautiful blue stone ring. I think this is in Baltic blue, and again, it's just a nice way to add a little bit of color to a more minimal outfit. Then the next brand I wanted to mention is Majuri, who I think Black Friday is the only sale that they do. If memory serves me, it's their once a year sale, and Black Friday is it. My favorite pieces from the brand are their curb chain pieces. So I've got the curb chain necklace here, which you will have seen me wear loads. That is a really stunning, easy piece, very easy to care for, and mine is worn so well. And then similarly, I also have the curb chain bracelet with the ruby or garnet stone, I can never remember, but that is also stunning, and it's a really nice thick weighty chain. Then Monica Veneta, which is a brand which I've really started to wear a lot more towards the tail end of this year. So you can probably see I'm wearing a signet ring and actually a bracelet from them, but I also really love this sort of textured uneven ring here. Can't remember what this one is called, and additionally this necklace in this very thick chain from the Doina collection, and memory serves me, the base of these is recycled silver, and then they're made with recycled gold vermeil perhaps. And final brand to mention would be Edge of Ember, who again, I've just been really impressed with the quality. I feel like items that are silver filled, gold plated, tend to wear really well, and they're what I tend to look to if I want to add something a little bit more special. And I love this particular necklace because it has the chain and then the pearls. A lovely little contrast. So those are some of my gift idea suggestions for this year. I hope you found this helpful. As mentioned, I'm going to have all of those very, very thorough and in-depth gift guides over on my blog if you are looking at very specific categories. So please make sure to go check that out. I didn't mention this, but obviously consumables are a great gift too, like honeys, chocolates, booze. Those sorts of things never go amiss. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, for spending some of your day with me. Good luck with all of your Christmas shopping, and I hope you got the odd idea for what to gift a loved one. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. See you soon. Bye.